Hi friends, welcome to my channel, North of the Border Stitcher. My name is Sherry and I live here in Raymond, Alberta, Canada. And I am glad that you stopped by. If this is your first time, I hope you like what you see. And if you have been a subscriber, welcome back. It's good to see you again. It's been a month. February, of course, is a short month, but it's hard to believe that we're already to March 1st. Let's see, what's happened in the last month. My husband and I had our 14th anniversary. We got a new grandbaby. He is 11 weeks early, and he decided that he needed to come on 2/22/22. So little guy wasn't due until May, but he's doing well. His mama is doing fine too, and the doctors say that he's improving and he seems to be really strong. So we've had lots of prayers for him, and we're excited to have him in our family. He doesn't even have a name yet, so caught his mom and dad a little too early. Let's see. My husband's birthday is coming up this week. We've had some really lovely weather here in Canada, but tomorrow we're supposed to get snow tomorrow through Friday, so maybe up to 10 centimeters, which is only about 5 inches. So anyway, can't complain. It's been a great winter so far. Well, let's see. Let's just get into what I've got done here. I have one finally finished object, and it is my Silhowitches by Teresa Kogut. I'm trying not to have that light in there. So this was done on 18 count Ada that I dyed myself, and it's got it uses swamp water and the called for DMC color for the green, the little green parts. Anyway, I like to just kind of easily frame my things. I don't like to get all kinds of fancy stuff. Anyway, that is my fully finished object, and I'm so happy because sometimes I get things done and I don't ever get around to fully finishing them. So anyway, and again, that was Silhowitches Quaker by Teresa Kogut. I think I started that in September. It was my Silhowitch September stitch, and I've got it done. It's ready to go this year. All right, another object that I finished, but not fully finished, is my Love Never Fails. This is a freebie that was put out by the Primitive Hare, and I stitched this on Smoky Lugana Antique. Yeah, not good. And I did this for a cross-stitch camp with Winter Cross-Stitch Camp with the Colorado Cross-Stitcher. And so I finished that. I'm going to turn it into a little pillow. I had actually sewn some ticking to it. It was pink and white, but I didn't like the way the color matched, so I took it off. And this is the first one that I've done now that I've ironed on some Pellon interfacing. I'm trying to get it here without messing up my camera. I just used Pellon Craft Bond. I don't know what the number is. I got it at a thrift shop. So that's a finish. Let's see. What else did I finish? Oh, I got a few finishes. This is my Phases of the Moon Bell Pull. This is on 14 count Ada that I dyed myself last summer. And this is a pattern from tinymodernist. It's a PDF download. And I made this for my granddaughter. And I stuck my initials and the year down there among the stars, so it doesn't really stick out. So I have this one done, but I don't have it fully finished. This is for her birthday. She just turned 17 the beginning of February. So I got that one done. And this next one is a new start that I had in February, as well as a finish. So this one is called Family. It finishes to a 5x7, and it is by Dimensions. And I used all the called for flosses, and then you can personalize them with any name you want. This is my stepdaughter's. It's going to be a gift for her. Anyway, so this is Family. This is what it looks like. I'd seen it. Somebody had offered it for sale, and I had to look it up, and I just had to buy it. I like it because a lot of it, like the gray lettering and the word love, and all the work around the outside are half cross stitches, and the only full cross stitches are in the word family. And so it worked up pretty quickly. So I might make a few more of those. Keep that in mind for Christmas. So again, that is Family. I'll show that to you. So that was a finish that I had this month. Oh, I have a couple finishes in my sewing and quilting. I'll stand up here to show you this one. This was my, the one with my snowmen. So it's a wall hanging. I did the snowmen facial features with handwork. I put some heart buttons on there for them. And so I've got this all sewn together. So now all I need to do is finish it as a wall hanging. So, but it's not fully finished, but the top itself is finished. And the other one, this is not quite fully finished, but you might remember this is my Thimble Quilt, which I used the 10-inch thimble ruler by Lori Holt. I put this on these are all recycled shirts, and I sewed them together, and then I put a recycled sheet on the back so that it was big enough. I'm using this as a bedspread on our bed. I put it on my long arm, and I did a feather motif, and I've got the border, the binding, which is made of shirts as well. So that is sewn on, and now all I need to do is fold that over and sew it down, and this will be done. So maybe next month I can show you that as a fully finished. But glad to have that done, almost. So it's been a busy month for me, even though February was a short month. I got a lot done. I also was voted in as president of our local hospital auxiliary, and so I've been functioning in that. That's a lot of fun. We do a lot of fundraising and buying of equipment for the local hospital here in town. So I've been doing that, and I play the piano at the hospital as well. Now it's only one Wednesday a month. I go in and I play for about an hour. And the last time I played, somebody actually had come out of their room and started clapping. I got done with one of my songs, and there was clapping, and I turned around and I had someone giving me an ovation. It was kind of fun. But I love to play the piano, and so that allows me to stay a little brushed up with my piano and be able to share music with other people. All right, let's see. New starts. I started this. I bought this kit. I'm going to pull this picture out. This is called Scenic Farm. It is by Mildred Sands Kratz. I bought that online. I do have one of my subscribers has this kit as well, and she's contacted me, and we are working on it together. Well, at the same time. We aren't really doing it together at the same time, but and this is my start on that so far. This also has a lot of half cross stitches. And when I ironed it, I see that I got, I don't know if that's blueberry or what that is. I thought maybe it was the purple marker, but no. So I'll either cover that up or have something to go around it, so or I'll try to get it washed out. But anyway, this is my start so far. I usually start in the middle of my charts and then work my way out. So it's just some of the background and one of the main trees. And the chart itself is multicolored. There, I have it right here. And it has lots of half cross stitches. I'm just going to show it to you like really fast because I don't want anybody to, well, it's only part of it anyway. So it's red and blue and gray and black. And so I made copies of my chart just to use as working copies. And so this one, because there's so much, I have been coloring in the stitches when I'm done with that part. So I know where I am and where I can start up again. So that's just something I do. And I did use like a marker that removes like an air or liquid, but I don't have all the lines drawn on it. I just have been kind of working from one spot out. So that is my new start, Scenic Farm, and I was working on that because it's winter and there's snow in the picture, and I've enjoyed that actually, but I was working on trying to get a few of my other things finished up, so I've only worked on that a little bit. Another of the projects that I've been working on is my temperature butterflies, and this is a PDF download by Stitchin' Mommy. And so each butterfly represents a month of the year, and I got most of January done. In February, you can see the darker purple are like when we've had minus 23 or lower, and then the green, a lot of those are more like spring, but we had a lot of spring in January. So that I'm doing on an 18 count like off-white Ada, and like I said, that's a download from Stitchin' Mommy. Just show that to you right here. So I think that'll be pretty as the year goes on. Got all my different colors in one of my bags. Okay, another of my work in progress is my angel all through the year, which is my angel with the different aprons for each month. I almost have my angel done. I did already find the twigs for her legs and her arms, and I put them in my oven and dried them out, and I will show you what I've got so far. So this is my angel. She is done on 20 count cork linen. And I just need to put her eyes in yet. And her hair. I have the yarn picked out for her hair. And yeah. So that is the angel part. I'll show you some of the aprons that I've gotten done. This is the kit that I got from my friend Shirley. This was January, and I have the apron drawn around it. So this was January. February, I actually cut out and put together for the most part. I still need to gather. This gets some gathering strips here, and then it goes on the front of her. So that was February. And March, I was working on March today. I was working on those little bees. So this is March. And I'll soon start working on April, but I Shirley keeps talking to me and reminding me that I need to get the angel done so that I can get her hung up so that I can start, getting my aprons on her. And that is true. So I'm hoping by next month to definitely have my angel finished and mounted, framed. Let's see, I don't have April here, but April is a rabbit and like 3 different colored carrots. Not different, they're orange, so different colors of orange. So I've been working on that a fair amount. On the 25th to the end of the month, I always work on my Christmas projects. Since February was short, I started on the 24th. So, I mean, hey, Christmas Eve is on the 24th. So, what I worked on this month is my Christmas Quaker. Oh, no, it's called Little Quaker Christmas by Susan Aki. It's a free chart, and I got this off of the Fat Quarter Shop. So I've been using Weeks Dye Works colors. I use Baked Apple, Noel, Yukon Gold, Blue Spruce. Yeah. So I just pick where I want to make what different colors, and I do that. This one is closer to being done. I just need to finish this part of the star right here. And then there's just some smaller motifs that go in and around. So this one I'll definitely finish up this month for Christmas. And the other Christmas project that I worked on was also something new. It's new haul, but I got it off of Marketplace on Facebook. And it is this Mary Maxim Christmas ornament kit. So it's just 12 smaller ornaments. And the frames come with it, which I like. So I plan to put these on my I have a small tree. So I'll do that. So I started working on, there's 12 of them, and they tell you to divide your fabric up into, 12 different spaces. And so I worked on the stocking. This one I think is going to be the pine cones, and this is a wreath. So not only is that haul, but it's a new start, and it's a Christmas project. So it covers a few boxes. These are the little, they're just small. They're like 1.5 inches this way, maybe, and 1 inch or so wide. So all the frames came with that. So that was something that I worked on from the 24th to the end of the month. Let's see. Where to put my paper? I don't know where I put my paper. I'll be right back. I'm back. I found it. Okay, so that leads me to haul. I know last month I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I bought more things. And I have again. So one of the new things that I bought was this July 4th. It is by Shannon Christine Designs. I got the July 4th one. They also have July 1st for Canadian, and then this is all red and white, and they have a Canadian flag and a maple leaf, I think, here. So I'm going to be doing this with as a stitch along with Rainy Day Reads. She's also a floss tuber. She does a lot of book reviews, and she also has some beautiful stitching that she's working on. And she said they're going to start this on July 1st. So I've already got it downloaded. I don't have anything else ready on it. I just bought that. So that was one of the things. Also on Canadian, there's a Facebook page, Canadian Buy and Sell, cross stitch. And I bought this from someone on there. It is by Lone Elm Lane, and it's called Angel Wings. They did this on top of like a band box, like a cheese box kind of thing. And it is just called Angel Wings. And it says, and he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all of thy ways. So I just thought that was beautiful. So that'll be something that goes into my want to start list. So that was haul. And I've mentioned it before, but I am an avid Charles Wysocki fan. He did a lot of folk art paintings, and I love his puzzles. And so somebody in Ontario had a kit for sale, and I loved it. I had to buy it. So now I have two Charles Wysocki patterns to start. This one's called Country Heartland. Get that little circle out of there. So I just love that. And this kit came with the fabric and all the flosses. I said, oh, I'm going to have a hard time not starting that one because I just started that Scenic Farm. So I really want to work on that one for a while. I have a lot of Charles Wysocki plates. I'll show them another month. But this one, I just thought, I loved it. So I can't wait to start this one. I will wait to start this one, but I can't wait to start that one. So that was part of my haul. I also got some more magnetic cords that I have on my 12 Days of Christmas to pull my fabric a little tighter. So I bought some of those. I got some cross-stitch books and magazines from someone on Facebook. And let's see. Today on that cross-stitch buy and sell of Canadian cross-stitch buy and sell, I saw the Prairie Stitchers. It is called Prairie Year Rounds. And there's 12 of them, and they're on black fabric, and they're round, and there's one for each month. And I saw that, and I was like, but somebody had already claimed it, and so I went on Etsy, and I found it, and I bought it. And it's one of the kits that is going to be, I get a lot of mail down at the border. I go down to Coots and to Sweetgrass. And that's where I pick up things that have to be sent to a U.S. address. And so I won't get it until like the middle of March or something like that. So anyway, that one more thing that I bought. Which brings me, though, to it made me start thinking about the Prairie Schooler things that I have again. And so one of the upcoming things that I'm going to start working on now that I've finished a couple other projects is I'm going to start again on the Prairie Schooler Welcome Spring. It's book number 153. I just love this. I'm not sure how I'll eventually display all them, but I'm going to start working on them again. What I've done so far is I've gotten the pig and the baby. That one is completely finished. And these are all on 14 count. Some are kind of off-white and some kind of beige, but they're all full coverage pieces. So till I finish them, you're not going to notice. This one's almost done. I have to just do the white for the front of the house. And then I had previously started the barn and the chicken one. So because spring is coming and my mind went to Prairie Schoolers, and why not keep working on something that I've already started? So I'm going to start working on that one again this month as one of my upcoming projects. Another thing that I pulled out of my whip stash is my Plum Street sampler, the Milk and Cream Company. I started this one last summer. And it's been put away. But now it's back out. And here is what I've done so far on it. I'm doing this on 16 count Ada French lace. And I'm using most of the colors that they call for, except for a few classic color works that I didn't have. So I substituted a few others, but I'm going to get started again because I love cows. And so those are two that I'm going to be working on through this month. And I think I'm also going to start one of my Prairie Schooler Santas. I have a bunch of those. I have 7 children, and I got the ones for the year that at least half of them were born, or most of them. But my daughter was born 1980 and my son was in 1982, and they are before they started doing these, which was in 1984. So I do want to start one of my Prairie Schooler Santas and see how I can do with that this year. See how many of them I can get done. Yep. And Welcome Spring. Welcome Spring. Oh, I showed you that one. And the Milk and Cream Company and my Prairie Schoolers. Okay. Catching up with my notes here. All right. So this brings me to freebie time. I've printed out a few freebies to show you, but I haven't stitched any of them up. And because it's March, I picked some St. Patrick's Day themed. My younger brother, is a St. Patrick's Day baby. And so I've always just enjoyed St. Patrick's Day. All right, so this first one is just a very simple little pattern, Shamrock cross-stitch pattern by Yesterfood. And that's yesterfood.blogspot.com. And I'll mention everything down in the notes so you can see that. But this is just very basic. Little. She uses medium green, dark green, and gold. All 3 DMC colors on what she had stitched up. Okay, and another freebie that I found, which will make a cute little pillow to go in my... I don't have a dough bowl. Ooh, I almost can't say that. I have a basket, my metal basket. And this one is called... Oh, it's just a clover cross stitch or beads. And then she uses the DMC colors as well. And this one is by Happiness is cross-stitching.blogspot.com. So that's a cute one. And I'll mention this one below. And I found another Susan Aki print. She does a lot of free patterns that you can find on Fat Quarter Shop. And this one is called Little Irish Blessing by Susan Aki. May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. And I thought that's cute to just make up as a little picture. Doesn't even have to be a pillow. But this one, she doesn't have the stitch count on here. But this is one that she had designed back in 2019. But you can find that on Fat Quarter Shop, and I'll link that below. So, I think I've lost my paper, Ken. But, oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, yeah. Those are the 3 things. So, I will continue stitching and working on my spring things. We've been taking our dog for a walk every day. Chevy loves it. And I forgot, I had mentioned Noom in January, and that hopefully when you see me each month, you'll be seeing less of me because I'll be losing weight. Well, I'll just fill you in right now. That hasn't happened yet, but, you know, I'm still aware. I keep losing and regaining the same 3 pounds. That's all I got to say about that. So, hopefully March blows in like a lion and goes out like a lamb where you live as well, and that spring is on its way. And I hope you get lots of happy stitching in, and take care, and I'll see you again in another month. Bye.